Are you familiar with the term child abuse?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
What does that term mean to you?
It's when a child gets abused by his parents or an adult.
Basically making a child do acts that he doesn't want to do at all.
I think it means where parents or whoever's looking over the child takes advantage of the child in some way and physically, sexually, or does something to abuse them.
Beating children.
Different kinds of child abuse include physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, psychological maltreatment, and medical neglect. Out of these, which do you think is the worst and why?
Physical, because you're like harming the child physically, like there's going to be marks, bruises.
Probably physical abuse, because that's just completely wrong. You can't beat a child, you know.
I would say physical, because literally it physically hurts a child, but I think later in life it would affect them psychologically too.
Physical, just because it's easier to see.
On average, how many children do you think die a day from child abuse?
2.
Maybe 6.
I'd say 3 or 4.
Probably 10.
Which do you think is the most reported case of child abuse?
I think physical child abuse, because the child's going to have marks on him, so like somebody can easily report it.
Case of just a death of a child in general from physical abuse.
I would say sexual.
Physical again.
On average, how many child abuse related cases do you think are reported yearly?
Like 20,000.
700,000.
400,000.
150.
What percent of women in prison do you think were abused as children?
20.
15, 20% maybe.
Like 20, 21%.
Probably half of them.
What do you think the percent of people who experienced substance abuse were abused as children?
15%.
About 25%.
I'd say half.
Probably 15 to 20.